Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about a breakthrough in industrial robotics. A new way to connect the digital and physical worlds of robot programming. It's called ENCY Hyper, and it builds a true bridge between online and offline programming. Whether you're a robot integrator, a robot manufacturer, or a production engineer, ENCY Hyper changes how you design, test, and run robotic operations faster, safer, and smarter. Before we dive into ENCY Hyper, let's briefly review the main methods of robot programming and how each of them addresses different production needs. If you're already familiar with the theory, feel free to skip ahead to the next chapter. First, there's online programming, or manual teaching. The operator moves the robot point by point using a teach pendant. It's simple and intuitive, but also very time-consuming. While the operator is programming, the robot stands still and produces nothing. Each new task requires stopping the cell, recording hundreds of points, and hoping everything runs smoothly afterward. Then there's text-based programming. Robot manufacturers develop their own proprietary robot languages, giving engineers precise control over motion, signals, and timing. This approach is extremely flexible for experienced programmers, but it also creates fragmentation. Each robot brand uses its own syntax and structure. As a result, switching between brands or integrating different systems becomes both costly and time-consuming. Next comes offline programming. Here, engineers create robot programs in a virtual environment without stopping production. CAD/CAM-based tools allow building digital twins, simulating toolpaths, checking for collisions, and then sending verified code to the shop floor. This method eliminates downtime, but introduces another challenge: the gap between the digital model and the real world. When the virtual setup doesn't fully match the physical cell, manual corrections and recalculations are still required. Moreover, offline programming lacks direct feedback from sensors and the robot itself. And finally, we have AI-assisted programming, a rapidly developing field. Artificial intelligence can automate path generation, recognize objects, or optimize simple tasks. It's especially useful for collaborative robots and flexible production setups. However, AI still works best as a smart assistant rather than a full replacement for human expertise. It lacks the adaptability and precision required for complex industrial operations. Each of these methods has its own advantages and its limitations, and this is exactly where ENCY Hyper comes in. ENCY Hyper is our next-generation software that unites all robot programming methods into a single hybrid platform. Let's take a look at its interface. The software is designed for touch interaction and visual programming, so you don't need to be a robotics expert to use it. There are 4 main modes, each representing a stage of the workflow. Cell mode. The robot cell can be created in ENCY Machine Maker, our digital twin builder, and then loaded into ENCY Hyper. Here, you can edit the robot cell, add or modify components, and adjust layout parameters. Parts mode. In this mode, you define the parts. You can import a CAD model or build a parametric one directly. Then you set the gripping points and arrange the parts in the workspace, for example, on pallets or tables. Programming mode. You create your robot program visually by placing command blocks and connecting them in sequence. Once your sequence is ready, you can test it either in a virtual simulation or directly on the real robot. Just press Live. A safety slider on the right controls motion speed. If you release it, the movement stops immediately. Run mode. When the program is ready, switch to run mode to execute it on the real robot. Here, you can control the speed, monitor the current task, and track the tool status, all in real time. All robot movements in the real cell are simultaneously reflected in the digital twin and displayed in the software interface. Robot drivers and external device control are configured in project settings, giving you full flexibility across multiple robot brands. ENCY Hyper can run completely independently, and this makes it perfect for everyday automation. Think about all those common robotic tasks: pick and place, palletizing, packaging, assembly, or machine tending. Traditionally, setting up a robot for loading and unloading a CNC machine required hours of manual work, defining every movement, fine-tuning grip positions, synchronizing I/O signals, and adjusting timing. With ENCY Hyper, you can do all of this through a visual interface, simply by dragging and connecting functional blocks. You define where to pick parts, where to machine them, and where to place them. It's so intuitive that even operators with minimal programming background can use it, yet powerful enough for complex production environments. And here's something that sets ENCY Hyper apart from typical online programming tools. It includes automatic collision avoidance, a feature usually found only in advanced offline systems. You can work with robots from different manufacturers in one environment, switch between them, and visualize the entire process in 3D. You can debug and execute programs instantly, either in simulation or live. In short, ENCY Hyper brings the power of a professional robot platform to the hands of every operator on the shop floor. Now, let's talk about the second scenario, when ENCY Hyper is used together with ENCY Robot, our system for offline programming. In this configuration, ENCY Hyper acts as the operator interface, while ENCY Robot works in the background, handling heavy calculations and trajectory generation. We call this setup ENCY Hyper Max. ENCY Hyper Max is ideal for advanced applications such as robotic milling, welding, polishing, coating, or additive manufacturing. A CAM programmer creates the control program in ENCY Robot. The operator receives this program and combines it with other operations in ENCY Hyper. If necessary, the operator can modify technological parameters and recalculate the control program without involving the CAM programmer, or adjust the process flow by adding steps such as inspection, cleaning, or repositioning. Unlike the classical offline approach, where the program is fully prepared first and only then executed, ENCY Hyper keeps the user in the loop with the real robot, allowing the program to be executed and refined simultaneously. In simple terms, the platform connects to the robot controller online, enabling the engineer to test and adjust robot motions directly on the real machine, while observing the results both in the virtual model and in the physical cell. This level of interactivity dramatically shortens the setup stage. Instead of the long cycle, simulate, export, test, go back to the PC for corrections, the engineer in ENCY Hyper can fine-tune a trajectory or adjust a parameter on the fly and immediately see the effect. In essence, ENCY Hyper builds a live bridge between offline modeling and online execution. This hybrid workflow is especially valuable during commissioning. It allows flexible, human-supervised fine-tuning and debugging without long process interruptions. So what makes ENCY Hyper truly special? It's not just another robot programming tool. It's a new way of thinking about how humans and robots collaborate. Unlike traditional online methods, ENCY Hyper lets you program safely and productively, while the robot keeps working. Unlike pure offline systems, it doesn't isolate programming from the real cell. You can adjust, calibrate, and improve on-site. And unlike AI-only tools, it gives you full transparency and control. The human always stays in charge. It's hybrid by design, combining the precision of offline methods, the interactivity of online programming, and the intelligence of modern automation. Robot integrators will love it. It's a ready-to-use solution compatible with multiple robot brands. There's no need to develop or maintain custom software anymore. The integrator can prepare a project for the customer, and the customer can later adapt it easily without returning to the integrator. The customer doesn't need to learn complex CAM software. Integrators can design complete robot cells using components from a large online library, simulate processes and demonstrate them to their clients. Robot manufacturers can bundle ENCY Hyper with their robots, giving customers a modern, flexible, and user-friendly programming solution, a strong value add. ENCY Hyper is a cross-platform application that can be installed on most industrial PCs, tablets, or even handheld computers. Robot operators and automation engineers will appreciate its visual programming approach. No more complex teach-pendant routines. Users can design complete workflows with simple drag-and-drop logic. ENCY Hyper ensures safety through full cell simulation and automatic collision avoidance. And for ENCY Robot users, ENCY Hyper becomes the perfect companion. It allows them to fine-tune, test, and run ENCY Robot projects directly next to the real robot, without losing data or time. In this configuration, ENCY robot users can also take advantage of computer vision and real-time feedback from sensors and external devices. Today, we've only touched on a small part of what ENCY Hyper can do. If you'd like to see it in action, contact your local ENCY dealer or download the trial version from encycam.com. Thank you for watching, and see you in the world of ENCY.